everyone. Welcome back to Lunch with Lexie. I'm so glad you're here today. I'm so glad that you chose to spend your time with me. I appreciate that. Just smacked you a little. Sorry about that. Welcome to the second episode, our second date. Oh my gosh, so exciting. I'm so glad you came back. I'm glad you liked me enough to join on in for this time. Now, that is our second date, obviously. Things are getting, serious. Things are getting real. Okay, this is our second date, okay? Like, we're past the small talk. We're past the morals check. We like this now, okay? We're tight. We get to explore each other now? Okay, hold on. That's not what I meant. You know what I mean. I'm not gonna explain myself. And I'm glad that you can even stand me for this long. I don't know how you do it every day, but you want to hear me talk, so I will. And I appreciate that. Now, first things first, before we even go anywhere into this episode, number one, if you haven't noticed already, new mic. Oh my gosh, I don't sound crunchy as fuck. What a great day to be alive. Yeah, I got a new mic. I don't have this podcast is not mandatory for me to make. I genuinely out of the bottom of my heart wanted to get a new mic, because that Wish mic that I got for $5 was not gonna do it. That. And if you can't see it, I'm sorry, audio listeners. I don't know anything about mics. I don't know anything about these mics. I just got it. So that's new. That's big. Second thing. This is my second episode, but I already have to do an apology. I do want to say I apologize. I am sorry for the way I acted, if it was rude, if it came off as a threat, or, I wanted to, sincerely say I am sorry to Cody Co. And I know in the last episode it seemed like I was making threats, and I apologize for that. And for people that don't know, you might not be caught up in my lore. This is a joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I ruined the joke by saying this is a joke. That's another apology. But basically, what happened in my last episode that I posted on February something, a Tuesday, right? At like 10 a.m. I posted the audio clip on the audio version onto Spotify, and in the first 2 minutes I attack Cody Co and I say, hey, I'm here to take Cody Co's place. Since we lost him in the divorce. And apparently I saw on TikTok that about 2 hours after I posted my podcast episode, Cody Co then posted on his Instagram a screenshot of his YouTube channel that he had just uploaded to. And he said, if you need something to watch during lunch. And I don't know if he was threatened by me. I don't know if, I stepped on someone's toes and he found out. I don't know who snitched on me. Yeah, that happened. I'm back. What was I talking about? Fuck. What was I even talking about? Oh, Cody Co. Yeah, it was just a coincidence. I think that's absolutely crazy, the timing, that I make a first episode of a podcast called Lunch with Lexie, and then the man that's known for making videos and podcasts for people to eat whenever they watch lunch, posts about it. I don't know. It was weird timing, and I think it's very funny. Cody Co, please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. I beg. Thank you. But yeah. I just wanted to get that off my chest. It's been weighing me down, and I just wanted to make a statement. I didn't want to make a notes app a statement, so, I had to do what I have to do. But anyway, now that all of the air is cleared and the dust is off my shoulder, let's talk about the topic today, which today I want to talk about personal style because I don't know what I'm doing. You would think that it would be the opposite of someone being like, "Yo, I know everything about fashion and style. Let me make a podcast about that." I genuinely don't know what I'm talking about. And I think that's a great start for a podcast episode. I think that's where that's where a lot of people get it right whenever they make a podcast episode. No, I'm kidding. Um, Now this is more not as an informational podcast about style, but just something that I wanted to reflect on my own personal journey throughout style and what kind of clothing I like and don't like. And as you can see, or you can't see, I am the absolute epitome of style today. Let me give you a rundown for the audio listeners. From head to toe, we have a cheetah, leopard, tiger print. I don't know. I think it's cheetah. I don't know. Cheetah print beanie on the dome because my hair looks ass today. Then we have my hair in two braids, half and half. Then we have the Walmart clearance section men's Weezer shirt with their blue album cover with the tour dates on the back. Okay? Then we have the Brandy Melville black Rosa sweatpants. I think that's what it's called. Rosa, maybe? I don't know. And then I don't have shoes on right now because I'm inside. But I have Walmart very scarily skin-colored tan beige socks on. So, I'm really the epitome of fashion right now, and I think I have every right to speak on it. Because I'm just always serving a look, as you can see. So, no, enough about me, though. Let's get into the topic today, which is me. Today, I kind of just want to talk about the challenges I've gone through, the triumphs that, I don't even think I said that right. I just want to talk about, the ups and downs of my personal style, and I think the best thing to start off with is kind of going through, what my style was like and how I got here, okay? So, I'm not gonna start, whenever I was a kid, because that was my mom's style. She chose the clothes for me for, a really long time. So, I'm gonna start where my photos in my phone start, which is about late middle school. Now, to give you background, I was a huge, huge internet stan. And by that, I mean I was depressed. I had just recently diagnosed depression at this time. I was emo. We're talking recently diagnosed depression. We are talking recently found out sexuality of gay. And then, just having about my 2-person friend group kind of not leave me, but I kind of drifted away from them. And then I went into a friend group of 20. Huge jump. I didn't know what I was doing. And I was trying to fit in because I was bullied. And so I would do anything in my power to make sure that they liked me. The people that bullied me, they would like me. So, now that we have that out of the way, let's get into the first fit that I'm looking at. It is a definitely Old Navy black and white striped t-shirt, a pair of leggings, and some maroon Vans. That was probably 7th grade. That was probably what I wore all the time. All the time. Those maroon Vans are probably ingrained into my fucking history at middle school. It was, and I wore that as we're going to a fancy formal, not formal. It was more of a school dance type of thing. Already off to a bad start. The next outfit I'm looking at, it's a staple. It's whenever I got bangs. Now, if you know me, my bangs were awful. They did them wrong because I didn't know what I was talking about, and they let me do it, and they looked really bad. Okay? So I had bangs, really thick bangs, straight, across the forehead, met my eyebrows, bangs. And in this outfit, I'm wearing navy blue glasses because I'm blind. I'm wearing a gray crew neck sweatshirt that has the NASA logo that has the NASA logo on it. Black skinny ripped jeans that probably had a hole in between my thighs because I wore them so much. I had to rubber band my button together because it broke. So that was fun. And then a pair of high top white Converse that have never seen the dirt. So if you can imagine that, that was probably what I wore like every day. Like that was my go-to, like a crew neck sweatshirt, skinny jeans, and then Converse. That's my middle school. That's how I dressed, okay? So let's get into high school a little bit. Now to put you into perspective, okay? Going into high school, it's 2019. Ooh, I know y'all bitches love 2019. 2019 for Gen Z is like is like remembering the 80s for like Gen X. Like it's literally like the epitome of nostalgia for a lot of people. And it is for me too. I'm not even gonna lie because I think this was my peak. Yeah, this was definitely my peak. So 2019 going into high school, I thought high school was finally the time to break free, even though I was from a small town where everyone that was in my middle school went to the high school, and there were like maybe three new people from a private school. Like, I don't know why I thought this was like college. Like, I'm moving states. I'm still in the same fucking campus. Like, I don't know. But to put you into that perspective, going into high school, I loved Sheen.com. I was a Visco girl. Well, I had tried to be. Um, I, oh my god. I was a TikTok lover. I moved on from Dan and Phil onto Benji and JJ, if y'all remember that on TikTok. Holy shit. Um, I kind of left my internet phase a little bit and solely focused on like Island Girl vibes, Visco vibes, like art ho vibes. Like I was trying to do everything at once. And it was honestly kind of funny. Like I was the bitch that would paint her face, okay? Okay, awesome. Glad we agree. I loved like Avani and like the clown face paint. Like it was a time, okay? It was a time. Now, this was also during the time where I was super into Ariana Grande and One Direction. So I was like pop diva, before, like I was getting into drag race. Like it was a lot going on in 2019 entering high school, okay? So the first day of high school, mind you, my bangs were gone. They grew out. I grew them out. And my hair was incredibly long because I didn't touch it. Like I didn't even like trim the ends. Like I literally didn't touch it for like 2 years. And so it was long, wavy black hair that had grown out bangs. Okay, that's the first part of the fit. The hair is always a part of the fit. Held back in a high ponytail with a white scrunchie. Okay. 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 We're on the same page. Hold my hand. Hold my hand when I say this rest of this outfit. I had a. How many fucking colors are on this shirt? It is a pink, red, baby blue, white, and black striped shirt. Yes, all of those colors were striped on that shirt. Okay. Probably from Shein. I'm not even gonna lie to you right now. A black belt holding up my my light wash mom jeans. Okay, guys. This is awful. My my light wash mom jeans, which mind you, do not have the legs for mom jeans. I was not one of those little skinny bitches. I was small. I'm not going to say I was probably pushing a size medium at most. Like I was not. I was like I was in between that range where like I wasn't super skinny, but I wasn't overweight. I was that weird in between. Like people looked at me and they were like they don't know. I was probably, if I was taller, I'd probably be really skinny. Okay? So at this time I had like very I didn't know how to style myself at all because I didn't know what my body looked like because I just wore hand-me-downs my whole life, so it's not like I could like figure out what my size was. I just got hand-me-downs from like my cousins. So it didn't really matter what the size of the clothing was until now whenever I entered high school and I was buying my own clothes because I had money. So I was like, okay, I'm probably like a size large, and then shit would not fit me at all. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm a size small, and then it would just be so tight, and I hated it. So it was like a weird in between all the time. And so wearing mom jeans did not look good. Did not look good on my body. I hated it. And then, of course, on the feet, white slip on Vans. Okay. Oh, on the wrist is another scrunchie. I have one in my hair. I don't know why I have another. Oh, and one of those hair ties that looked like the phone cord like coil. You know what I'm talking about? Those that's also on my wrist. So that's the first day of high school fit. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's go a little bit forward into high school because that's kind of what I wore all the time. Like that or like a crew neck sweatshirt kind of from middle school. Like that's usually what I wore. And then COVID hit. Oh boy. Oh boy, and then COVID hit. This is where I had a breakdown. COVID, now that I am 20 years old and it's 2025, I realized that that was a very traumatic time in my life. COVID, COVID, COVID was kind of traumatic. I'm just now realizing that. Like, I'm just now realizing that COVID was kind of traumatic for me. Not in like in a sense of like, oh, I had a horrible home life or whatever, but like just COVID and going through lockdown in general was kind of crazy. I didn't realize that. Maybe that's just like a really like dumb thing for me to figure out right now, and people have been like, yeah, that shit was crazy, like hello. But like 5 years later I'm like, damn, that was I was going through a lot. But so basically my long black hair I had cut completely off. So my hair at that point was down to probably my waist or a little bit lower to my hips, probably like that in between. And then I cut it up to above my shoulders. So we're losing a lot of length. I cut all of that off. And then at the time, I had my underneath bleached. Like even before I cut it, I had the underneath bleached red. So whenever I cut it, I had to re-dye it and re-bleach it because like I basically cut off everything that was dyed before. And I had the front pieces. Y'all remember the money piece trend where you would dye it fun colors? I did that. So imagine me with a bob, a curly bob at this point, right? And then my money pieces dyed pink and green. Yep, I dyed one side pink, one side green. And then I did the same thing on the underneath, like hidden dyed pieces, okay? I had that hair for probably half a year, it looks like. I had it for a long time. But then I grew it out, and then I got into the okay, I have to be a part of society now because quarantine is over, but like I also just want to wear pajamas all day, which is kind of the vibe for right now and how I style myself. But basically, I would go to school every single day in like a new crew neck or like a sweatshirt or something like a long sleeve and a pair of skinny jeans. That's literally like most of my fashion until about junior year. I finally got into K-pop. Hey, shout out. Shout out to K-pop for actually giving me style. I'm so serious right now. Something about the K-pop glow up you get is actually insane. Whenever I got into K-pop sophomore year slash junior year, I actually gave a fuck about what I was wearing. And a perfect example of this is one time I went to the dentist. Okay, this is probably what year is this? This is 2021. So I am now a sophomore, junior, something like that. Um, and I got a pair of wide-legged, baggy jeans, medium wash, of course, from Walmart. And then I got those fucking platform, black Converse with the brown and white. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you're into K-pop, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those fucking high-top Converse. And then I wore a textured white tank top and then a silk white button up on top of that had like intricate designs that I thrifted, and then a black bucket hat. I started dipping my toes in a little bit. I was like, let's go with the accessories. Let's do a little something. I was trying. Shit, I'm from a small town. I was fucking trying, okay? So that was like the first time where I was like, okay, now I kind of give a fuck about what I look like. This is what started the absolute, I don't even know how to say it, but like the absolute downfall of leggings for me. Does that make sense? I don't think that I think I'm just making up words. But this is where I threw out all of my leggings, all of my sweatpants, all of like my dress pants even, and I only wore jeans. I still only wear jeans. And it's kind of crazy. Like I only wear jeans. I have a few pairs of sweatpants because I've realized I don't need to wear just jeans anymore. I have maybe one pair of dress pants. I don't have any leggings still. Like that I think that's the biggest part of my personal style is that I'm always wearing a pair of denim jeans at all times. Not right now obviously because I'm at home. I'm at home. I'm sitting here in a Weezer t-shirt like I'm not going to put jeans on. But yeah, that kind of that and like Romwe fashion and like thrifting, that is kind of my style throughout high school because I finally started getting a paycheck from my first job. And so but obviously it's still like I'm making like maybe 10 an hour and I'm working part-time for like 8 hours a week. So I obviously didn't have enough money to buy like a bunch of cool clothes. I still had like a car to buy and like gas and insurance and shit, but um, at the time, it was a lot of Romwe and cider clothing, and then a lot of thrifted clothing that I also got. So throughout like junior year and senior year, that's kind of how I was styling myself. Um, a pair of jeans and then whatever top, like tank top over like jacket I could find, or like a top over that I could find. And then like shoes were usually either Converse or maybe Vans. I'm not really remembering, but um yeah, that was mainly my style for a really long time. Um and I would try some new stuff out with like sweaters and belts and decorative like layering and things like that, and like sweater vest and things like that. But usually I'd be walking in with a very, very cropped tank top that usually got me dress coded almost once a week. Some sort of like zip up jacket in case I got cold, and then a pair of jeans and some Converse. That was my style throughout high school. But then I got into college. Now, this is where I had, well, the summer before college, I had a full time job. I was actually making money. I was actually, like making a good hourly wage, working 40 hours a week. And I don't have like rent to pay. Like, I still was living at home. So I actually got to play around with my style a little bit, which, mind you, this is like 2023. So, like, style is really pushing it because a lot of it was like fast fashion stuff, I'm gonna be honest. That I still look at my closet today and I'm like, I should just throw that out or like donate it or something because I don't wear anything. But um, yeah, it was a lot of fast fashion stuff. I tried to get into like whatever TikTok was into, like the TikTok alternatives, which aren't really alternative at all. Like, I was trying to get into that. I was trying to be so quirky and fun, and it was kind of annoying. But that's okay. That's okay. And now we're here, where I have a bunch of clothing from a bunch of different styles that I really don't connect with at all. Really, I was usually, whenever I look at my closet, it's like H&M goofy graphic tees, a bunch of like tank tops that probably are gonna hurt whenever I put them on because they're from Shein, and like a pair of jeans. Like, it's nothing that really, I don't really connect with any of the clothing I have, which is really unfortunate because in the field I'm in, I don't get to be as creative as I want to. And I feel like my fashion would be such or my personal style would be such a fun outlet for me to have that creative control back. But I just never find pieces where I'm like, this is something fun. Like, this is something where I get to enjoy what I'm wearing. And it's hard because a lot of the time, whenever it comes to clothes shopping for me, I can't find things that fit my body. Now, I'm not like preaching something new. That is so common for women. I'm not bringing in like a whole new world. It's it's just that this problem has affected me buying clothes, period. I will wear the same clothes that I absolutely hate just because I don't like shopping like on my computer. Like I do not like guessing my size. I don't know what size I am still. I will literally pull out a fucking tape measure and measure myself everywhere and I'll still get the size wrong. Like I don't It's so annoying. I The only thing that has truly worked for me is thrifting. I don't know why. Most of the things that I still enjoy wearing today, like that I bought years ago, are thrifted. A lot of the stuff I buy from like Forever 21 or H&M or Aeropostale or whoever's in the mall, I or whoever I buy from online, the things that I like the most are thrifted. And I think sometimes it may be because whenever I go thrifting, I look for like basics. I'm looking for a tank top and that's about it. Or I'm looking for a nice pair of dress pants. Or I'm looking for just like some hoodie that I can wear around the house. So that could be a factor that comes into play. And then whenever I shop in stores or online, I'm trying to put myself out there and find something that I really like. But it's just like this weird battle within my closet where I'm like, some days I like this half of my closet, and then some days I absolutely hate it and I go to the next half. So it's like weird to throw anything out. I don't, because I've tried all of the fucking TikTok hacks that are like, oh, if you organize your closet like this, and then anything in the last half that you haven't worn in over a year, throw it out. Or whatever. I don't even know what they say. Like, put the hanger backwards or something. I don't know. Even whenever I think of doing that, there's always a time where I'm like, I can wear this for today. I could definitely wear the things I have. Will I be comfortable in it? Will I like the way I look? Not all the time. It's never a guarantee with me. Um, but that's like a whole other body issue topic that I'm not gonna get into today. Um, but like as soon as I wear a piece of clothing that I have that I think is my style, and there's just one thing wrong about it, it's instantly ruined for me. Let me give you an example. The other year, I think, yeah, 2 years ago, I bought this tank top that I thought, oh my god, this is gorgeous. It was sold out. I literally waited like months for it to come back into stock. I still love it. I still love the way it looks. I think it genuinely is something that is my style. It's a tank top that is a little bit more cropped than I would like, I will admit. It's a tank top and it's like this Burberry style plaid. And the front of it is shaped like a heart, and I just think it's so gorgeous. I think it's so cute. But maybe first or second time I wore it, the side of it, like some stitching or something like that, was like itching a part of my body for maybe 5 minutes total, and it made me completely hate it. Because I was like, I don't want to wear this anymore. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to wear that ever again because whenever I think about wearing it, I'm like, well, remember that one time it was irritating your skin for about 5 minutes? You don't want that to happen again, do you? And it's like, oh, no. So I just put it back and grabbed the same t-shirt I've been wearing for 3 days. It's it's hard. It's it's so difficult to have this idea that you have a sense of style for once, and then whenever you get it, it just doesn't reach your expectations because you bought a cheaply made item for cheap because you're poor. And you just buy it, you sit there and you're like, well, shit, I can't wear this because it's literally the worst material I've ever felt in my life. I can't wear it. So, I don't know. I don't know what my personal style is. whenever it comes to me shopping for my clothes, I don't really care anymore. Um, it's just like because for some reason my brain keeps telling me for the past 3 years that I just need to buy basics. I just need to buy like a good white tank top. I just need to buy like a good blue jean or something. Whenever I already have those. I already have all of those, but then I'll buy like duplicates, and I'm like, okay, well now I have two just in case I have one in the wash, and then I have that same cycle over and over again. And I have like fucking 5 different white tank tops and 50 black tank tops, and it's like, girl, you don't need all that. Like, I need to find pieces that I actually fuck with and not just the same thing over and over again, because that's where I'm stuck. That is where I'm stuck. I literally have these black sweatpants and then another pair of black sweatpants, and there's no difference. The only difference maybe is that at the ankle, this one's cuffed and the other one isn't. It's just a straight cut. I don't know why I'm like this. I don't know why. Maybe it's because with TikTok and Instagram and such fast communication and trends on social media that like I can't keep up. Maybe like cuz I'm not shopping for clothes every week. Shit. I'm not shopping for clothes every month. I'm maybe shopping for clothes once or twice a year. So whenever it comes to going online or going into stores and seeing all of the fast fashion products, I get a little intimidated because I look at all of these things like, say, in a fucking Aerie, and I'm like, oh, that's cute, but it's probably not gonna be my style again in like 2 months, or I'm not gonna like it in 2 months, and I stay away from those steamette pieces, which is really annoying. But it's just very the whole fashion and style world for me is so intimidating. It's really something that I don't want to step my foot into the water because I just know I'm gonna get dragged in. It makes me very nervous. I think mainly a lot of my style issues stem from me just wanting to be comfortable. I just want to be comfortable. If I am wearing clothes that make me comfortable, I don't give a fuck what it looks like. I really don't. I know you're laughing because you're looking at me. Audio listeners, I know you're laughing because you're like, you described yourself as an ugly bitch. Okay. Okay, damn. Shit, back up. I know what I'm wearing. Shut up. But, no, genuinely, like, a lot of the time, if I am wearing an outfit that I think I put on for my personal style and it's something that I think is fashion for me, and I go out in it, and say I wear that a pair of jeans in that outfit, and those pair of jeans, the waistline is sucking in my fucking stomach, and I like like I'm folding over and it fucking hurts, that'll ruin my day and I'll never wear that outfit again. So it's like, why even try? Even which is such it's such a bad thing. It's such a bad mindset to do that. It really is. But like little things like that can just like throw it off for a week. And it's also like at the point where I'll just wear the same outfit over and over again because I don't want to choose an outfit. I don't want to put together another outfit today. I just want to wear the same thing I wore yesterday. Because it worked and it was comfortable. And I trust that outfit. I have trust in that outfit that I wore yesterday. Because it treated me well in all of the things I did. So I don't know. I think a lot of my personal style is just getting by. It's just getting by, wearing the clothes that make me feel comfortable and sometimes make me feel pretty. That's all I want from the clothes I want, okay? That's all I want. And I think that's not a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing. But the thing is that I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, I'm tired of that. I need a creative outlet. I need something that is for me. I want to wear a piece, like an outfit that I put together and feel happy about it. And feel like I'm doing something for me. Not for other people. Now, that can be a confusing timeline for me because a lot of the time, I really do not know if I'm wearing something for me or for others. If that makes sense. Like, Is it just an outfit that I made together because it'll look cool and trendy to other people? Or is it something that I genuinely like? That line gets blurred a lot. That's a really tough first step to get past for me. But I think acknowledging it even is okay enough for me right now. The fact that I know that sometimes I make an outfit and it's sometimes for other people and sometimes it's for me. I'll take it. Girl, I am in such a headspace where I'm like, I can take that. I'll take that as a fucking check off the list. Step 1 completed, okay? So, the next step I have to get past, step 2, is trying to find a style that I'd wear. Okay, hold on now. You're probably like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Hold on now. My personal style for the past year and a half, even including today, yesterday, and the week before that, a lot of my personal style that I have worn, I have realized it is the personal styles that I like in other people. Hold on, let me explain. Hold on, stay with me. Hold my hand. Hold on. Hold on. Okay? I made a TikTok the other month. Let's not say the other month. That was probably 9 months ago, so let's not lie. I made a TikTok talking about some of the outfits I wore over the summer and during my first semester of my sophomore year. And it was me pointing out that, like, oh, sometimes my style looks like a teenage boy. Like, it looks like the style of guy, like, that I'm attracted to in college and, like, a fuck boy, like, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. And I'm looking back at those outfits. And I'm looking at it, and I just look so uncomfortable. I don't even know if I truly like those outfits on me. Because now that I'm looking at the outfits directly in the camera, I was like, I don't like these outfits on me. I like it on someone else. Like, if the outfits I wore in that video were on a future boyfriend or girlfriend that I had, I would be incredibly attracted to that. But when it's on me, I did not like it. How annoying is that? I didn't realize I was doing that until recently. And I was like, holy shit, I am just buying the outfits that I wish, like, my boyfriend would wear. The struggles of being bisexual, y'all. It's for real. It's the shit you don't talk about. I started dressing like my type. How tiring. I wasted. Oh my god. And, like, maybe at the time there were moments where I wore an outfit and I genuinely liked it on me. Cool. It was comfortable, whatever. But, like, genuinely, I was wearing outfits that I want, like, a significant other to wear because I like that style, but it's not something I would wear. So now, for, like, the past month, I've been realizing, like, hey, queen, that style was not for you. And the style I'm talking about is, like, if you want to look it up on, like, Pinterest or something, because that's where I got all of my outfit ideas. Yep. Yeah, that's where I got all my outfit ideas, was Pinterest. It was like the fall TikTok boys staples. We're talking the baggy pants with the keys on the belt loop. We're talking the Timberland boots. We're talking the flannels. We're talking the half quarter zips. We're talking the fucking hoodies, like the oversized hoodies, like the staple Pinterest dream boy board. Okay, that was what I was dressing like for like a year. And now I'm sitting back like, you dumb bitch. That's just who you want, homie. That's just who you want. Why are you wearing... Because I saw a TikTok of this girl. She was like... Oh, what'd she even say? Oh, now that I want to tell you guys how I realized I was in the wrong style, I don't know. Oh. Oh. Okay. Damn. Oh, I know what she said. She said I couldn't attract my type because I was my type. I sat with that one for a second. That's not something groundbreaking. Don't look at me like I'm supposed to say, like, that ruined my life or something. I listened to that and I was like, holy shit. I looked down at my fucking baggy jeans and, like, my fucking jersey and my Timberlands on, and I was like, well, shit. Yeah, that's about right. And there was one time I made a TikTok wearing one of the outfits at the time, and I was like, and it wasn't even about my outfit. It was like, guess who my um celebrity crushes are, and people guessed it right because of my style. Just because of the outfit I was wearing that day. They guessed it right. They don't know me. I was like, oh, I gotta do something. I am dressed like my celebrity crush right now. Should I say who it is? No. I'm not gonna tell you my celebrity crush on this camera right now, because I don't even want to put that out on the earth. That's so scary. But yeah, I'm finally in a point where I've passed all of these steps, and now I'm on to stage 3. What's stage 3? Figuring out what style is correct for me and not falling into a specific. I think the next step, personally, once I figure out the style I wear versus the style I like, once I get past that step, I probably have to realize what style looks best on my body. Because I know not every style that I see on Pinterest is gonna look right on me. I already know that for sure. That's also gonna be another barrier I'll have to get past. Body image as well, because those are very, very closely interlinked, and I definitely have to work on that. But it's definitely a journey I'm gonna go through. To not end this on a very sad note, you know what? Let's fuck around. Let's look through. Oh my god, Slushy Noobs are live on Instagram right now. I'm not gonna watch because I'm busy working. Damn. But let's look through my Pinterest, because obviously Pinterest is my best friend when it comes to having a creative brain, because it's where a lot of ideas for me stem. So I have multiple boards on my Pinterest that help me try to get a grasp of what I could do, what kind of elements of what could be, influenced in my personal style, because I don't want to be like a specific aesthetic. I don't want that. I want something that's like a combination of everything from different aesthetics that I like to create something that's my own, and I can feel like a person that like has their own sense of creativity being presented. Do you feel me? Does that make sense? I say a lot of things and it doesn't make sense. I'm so sorry if none of this is resonating with you. But I have a board called My Aesthetic, obviously. I have a board called Outfits I Would Wear. And then I also have accessories and shoes. That's kind of like my style, but I have one big board that says aesthetics and styles I want to try. And I have different sections of name brand micro trends and fashion elements and stupid shit that I saw on Wikipedia, because I just went down aesthetics list and then I just scrolled and like chose some that I thought were cool. So I have these are all gonna sound so stupid. Anyway, I have the messy French it girl, don't know what that means, granola girl, coastal grandma, academia, and that means like light and dark academia. I know what y'all. Both of them are fine. I'll take both. Cabin core, bookstore slash downtown girl. I don't know what any of those mean. I don't know what any of that means. I don't even think I want to be any of those. I think that I chose those because whenever I look them up on Pinterest and I see people that have outfits, images, visuals, vibes overall that I am attracted to. Oh my god! The ladybugs are attacking me in here. I don't know if y'all can see. They're flying around. But, yeah, it's just things that I am attracted to whenever I see the aesthetic on my Pinterest or TikTok. And I try to start there, but I don't want that to control my future style. I want to bounce off of that. I want to have that as a creative outlet where I can start there and transform it into something and merge it into something that is me. And that's going to be a really long process. I don't think that's going to be done by this summer. Like, that's going to be a really long time. And it's going to be changing all the time. That's what really pisses me off, is that my style changes all the time. There are some times where I'm like, damn, maybe I should be full on, like, goth, like, white foundation, black straight hair, eyeliner, like, just change the whole vibe. But then that lasts like a month, and I was like, well, shit, I don't want that anymore. So it's just gonna be a lot to process. Oh, I don't know why I got an accent there. That was crazy. But for right now, as a college student, I am always busy and broke. So there's not really a lot of room for me to play around with that. I mean, I do thrift a lot. I just thrifted a sweater yesterday that I really like. I really like. Now, did I pick up that sweater and my friends with me call me a grandpa? Yes. Did that affect me? No, honestly. And they didn't even mean it in like a mean way. Like, I love my friends. I know them well. Like, these are my childhood friends. If they said something rude, I would know. This was just like a playful, like, oh my gosh, you got that in the men's grandpa section, huh? Like, they were right. I did, but but I got it and I like that sweater so much and it feels so comfortable. And I don't know if it's fully a garment that is me, but I really do love the sweater. I haven't even worn it yet, but I look at it and I'm like, I love this piece. This is a great piece. I think it's perfect, honestly. But it's really exciting to see stuff like that. Like, even just like a sweater that you found one day. I'm like, yes. In the thrift store in a men's section, I'm like, yes. I'm literally a fucking fashion icon, guys. I can't. You see this beanie? You see this cheetah print beanie on my head? I also love this cheetah print beanie. This was also something I bought during my I need to get my shit together era. Let's call it an era because it's gonna be my whole life, honestly. Um, and the thing is that I can't really let go of the pieces I currently have in my closets because, like, what if I like it at some point? But then, even whenever I ask myself that, I'm like, girl, just throw them out. I know. I feel like if I give myself less options in my closet and just like take away a lot of what I have, because I feel like I have so many options to choose from that it overwhelms me. So I feel like if I take away some of that, fashion will come easier for me and I'll have more of that creativity, like, to play around with. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe it's something that I'll try. I have a lot of time to figure this out. I'm 20 years old. I'll fucking figure it out. Like, it's not detrimental, but also I'm at a point in my life right now where I just need something like style and personal fashion that can kind of be something that's for me. Because right now I feel like I'm doing a lot of stuff for other people in college. So I'm hoping that just wearing a nice sweater that I like and I bought for about $5 at the thrift store will make me happy. I'll fucking take it. I'll fucking take it. Wearing this beanie every single day, not because it's cold. No. Because I fucking love it. And I think it looks cunty as fuck. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. That's honestly, that's the lesson today. That's the lesson today. I'm glad that I got to reflect on that because even just talking about it with you guys, like you answered, just talking about it with you guys on like FaceTime. No, just like saying all of that out loud felt way better saying it out loud than just me keeping that in my brain for so long. I'm hoping that I can find a style that I really like, maybe reflect on some of my past styles again and see maybe if there's stuff in there that I still like to this day and kind of keep that with me. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here because I feel like I've rambled a little bit too long. This one's a little long, huh? Sorry about that. I knew today's episode was gonna be long. I do think, let me check. I do think my future episodes will not be this long. This one got a little bit personal, and I just wanted to explain myself with personal concerns and thoughts and things like that. But I'm really glad that I got to do this today, and I'm really glad that you listened. I really appreciate it. Wow, episode 2, guys. The sequel. Squeakquel. I can't believe I have my own squeakquel. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from this, even if you learned something about me, or if you learned something about yourself, or I don't even know. If you learned something on your own that stemmed from this episode, I really do think personal style and fashion is something that is very important for a person. Even though it may not seem like it for some people, I think it can be for every single person. Just figuring out what t-shirt and pants you like for the day. I think that's really important. So, thank you so much for listening today. And I want to try a new segment on the podcast to kind of wrap it up. I want to do a song of the week. Would y'all hate that? I kind of want to do a song of the week. Now, am I posting weekly? No. By no means, especially because my last episode was about a month ago because I had midterms, so I had to stop everything on this podcast. But I am going to call it the song of the week. If you judge me for calling it song of the week, that's really mean. Don't judge people. But yeah, I'm going to start doing the song of the week. Oh my god, Hamza's live. So, my song of the week, it's actually only been the song of the day. I listened to it for the first time in a few years today. The song of the week is Look Here by BTS. Now, if you don't know that song, hop on, y'all. And I don't want to hear well, they're not speaking English. I don't know what they're saying. What are they even talking about? Y'all, put your fucking phone down. Turn on Spotify, okay? Turn on YouTube. I don't care. Listen to Look Here by BTS and your world will be shattered. It is such a it's a song. This song's so fucking hard. Look Here is so good. It just gets you in the fucking vibe. I have been a fan of BTS since 2020. And I don't think any other BTS song, well, there probably is a few, but something about Look Here is just so fucking, the energy, the personality, the production, the vocals, the rapping, ugh. Oh, they eat it up. They eat it up so hard. And I forgot, I've been a fan since 2020, but the past 2 years, I've been taking a break. I've been needing a little time off of K-pop because y'all stress me the fuck out, especially with the body image, okay? I got back on BTS last week, and I've been pressing shuffle on just all of their songs because I just forget how good all of their songs are. You can listen to every single one, even the interludes. I heard Look Here today in the shower. Girl, I almost slipped and fell. I almost cracked my head open. I cannot believe I've been ignoring that song for like 2 or 3 years. Oh, I needed it back in my life. Look Here by BTS. Oh man. That's a good song. I don't care. That's the song of the week, and that's it for today's podcast and today's video. I really hope you enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a like. And maybe subscribe while you're at it too. Or if you're on Spotify, leave a follow and rate me 5 stars. Leave a comment too. Holy shit, leave a comment. I love when you guys comment. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'll see you hopefully soon. But that's it for today. I love y'all. Bye-bye. Bye.